Alright, welcome to Tuesday's tutorial. I have a couple things I want to do today. I am actually going to be making a card, and it's, I made this Father's Day card. You can see that. Happy Father's Day just had a whole bunch of dots, and they were actually up on, what do you call this thing? Dimensional adhesives. And it was actually based off of, on the inside of my cards. I always make one card for myself and one card to give away. And on the inside I write what tools I used and who it was to, and if I based it off of somebody's card sketch or anything. Anyways, this one was based off a card sketch from the book Card Sketches for Paper Crafters, Paper Crafter magazine. It's on page 272, and it's also on the back cover. But I'm going to do something similar to this, but this is the one I made for Father's Day. Alright, so first what we're doing is we're going to start with a 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 card base, and I have it, it's just a square card, but I have it top fold. Now, and this paper is actually from the Michael's Recollections cardstock pack. It's the neutral pack. I like having these on hand just as it's a great variety of paper just to have for different card bases. And you can actually use just the papers from this pack if you wanted to do this card, but I'm going to use up some of my scrap paper. So I just have a variety of different neutral colors here. I have a cream, I have a brown, a craft color, I have an actually shiny bronzy color I'm going to use. I have a lighter color craft here. I have black. I have some gray, and that's actually, these are all just different scraps I have. I have some white. And then I have this blue I'm going to use as well. So what I'm going to start with is, my card base is so much. I'm going to start with this half inch circle punch. This is actually from Stampin' Up, and just cut a whole bunch of circles. Okay, we're back. All I've done is punched out all these little holes and have the blue one. I know you guys are probably thinking, what in the world is the blue? But it's not a neutral, but it adds a little bit of color. That and the bronze there, it'll add a little bit of color. This is going to be a masculine birthday card, but I don't want it to be total neutrals, and that's it. So what I'm going to do is take my foam adhesives, and I just have the little tiny squares here. I'm just going to put one on the back of each one of these and line it up. And I'm going to do rows like how I did the other one, but I'm going to do them closer together since this is a smaller card. And by the way, this card is going to be paired up with a, the envelope is going to be in a craft color. So it'll all kind of fit together, the theme will. I'm just going to do this randomly. There's really no rhyme or reason to it. Actually, I may lay them out first. And this cream and the blue have a texture on one side. I'm actually going to use the non-textured side. That way it kind of fits into the theme of this card. Or rather, fits into all of the colors kind of just go together. Let's see. Just lining them up. I have 7 different colors here. So it'll be totally random. Actually, the other card I went down the side, I may go, let's see what we do here. Let's just see how this works. I may do, actually going to do kind of this pattern, kind of like bordering the top. And then I'll put the sentiment here. That's what I'm going to do. So let's see how this lines up. There we go. Alright, so for the next level, I'm actually going to put them lower. These were on dimensional adhesives, just regular size dimensional adhesives. These I'm going to actually put on, I'm going to put these on the Zots, the small Zots, just to give them a little bit of a different height. Alright, so there are all of our dots, and you can kind of see there's a little bit of a different dimension. They're both raised, but not quite the same way. Okay, so here's the card. I'm going to actually do white. Actually, I'm going to do black dash lines along the edges, the top and the left side of the card, and then we'll come back and do the sentiment. Alright, and I'm going to use my Zig Memory System writer in pure black. Make sure. There we go, there are the dash lines. And then for the sentiment, I'm actually using a stamp from, this is actually Technique Tuesday's Monsters Ink, rather. And on here there's a happy birthday human. I'm not actually going to use the human portion. I'm going to block that off, but I'm going to use the happy birthday. Alright, so we're going to see if this works. Here's the stamp, and I'm going to use Post-it notes as a mask here. Okay, so there's my mask. I'm going to put it on my block here. And what I'm doing is I'm going to stamp this in Versamark right here on the bottom, and then I'm actually going to emboss it with this kind of aqua blue color to give the card a pop. I'm going to see if this works. Alright, so I have it inked up, so I'm going to pull off my mask here. I'm going to stamp it right here in the center. Says happy birthday. I think it did pretty good. Let's see. I'm just going to use this to emboss on. Or put more embossing powder on. See how well this sticks. Did pretty good. There's only one little spot here right below the T. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm just gonna knock it off with my pencil tip. So my mask almost worked. Either way, not bad. Okay, so I've heated the tool, I've heated the embossing, and it's kind of hard to see on the camera here because it's kind of a very bright blue, but it definitely stands out. And since it was a little bit of a coarser powder, it actually has a little bit more defined texture than some of the embossing powders that just melt completely down. So it's looking a little empty down here to me, so what I'm going to do is actually draw some lines just to kind of complete the look. It's definitely top heavy over here, so I'm going to draw some just solid lines to complete the look here. There you go, simple, but and I'll just use that Zig writer again. Alright, so there's my card. It's completed. I'll take a picture of it so you can see. I'll take a picture of it so you can see a little bit of a better close-up. But there you go. There's my card. thank you for joining me today for Tuesday's tutorial.